Hello and welcome back to part 16 of building the Thompson DJH B1 O-gauge locomotive kit. Did you like to say when I said welcome back? I normally say greetings, but I can't say like that. The only person I know who says greetings is greetings, Manavananian Civil Supermanium. Station Master is West Green. That's enough of that. So, what am I going to do? Good question. So as you know, if you've watched my other exciting videos, I've finished the tender. When I say finished it, obviously I haven't painted it, apart from etch primer, which means I've got it all cleaned up, which means I won't have to clean it up at the end. So this is being put away now and I'm going to concentrate on the loco. So let's move this out of the way. So here's the loco, the parts I've built. The body's not all finished, and the chassis certainly isn't finished. So if I take that off, what I've got to do, I want to get a completely finished running chassis. Put the cylinders on, all the valve gear, all the fun bits, which I haven't been looking forward to. These are the instructions that come with it. Be honest, I don't like DJH instructions, or at least the old ones. There's way too much text, and this drawing, which wants to put everything on one drawing, it's very complex, and the instructions, whilst they attempt to tell you how to do it, there's holes in it everywhere, and you have to sort of think, oh, you sort of have to know what you're doing, as if I do. But anyway, this is the next thing to build up that valve gear. Let's have a look at the parts I've got. I separated them all before. This isn't all the parts, but basically all the parts to help me build up the valve gear. So that's what I'm going to be working on now. Okay, so these I've already made up. These are the valve guides, all the bits on them. They're just white metal soldered in. I've made up, there's the crosshead, the piston rod and the connecting rod. These are two parts, and they were soldered together. There's a, I can't remember what size nut and bolt. It's a pretty small one anyway, 10 BA or something like that. Nut. And here's one. I've got to. Here's the other one. I've got to solder the slot. I've got to solder these. That's captive in there, and I've got to solder the ends of the slide bar together. So I'm going to put a bit of solder paste in here. I'll just turn this off a second. Well, I soldered this up. I had a few problems if I ended up putting normal solder on and loads of flux and had to clean it all up. But there's no binding. I just put a slight bit of lubricant, bit of oil on it. No binding, so cleaned it all up. There's one. Just going to do the other one now. So a bit more work on these cylinders, and so I've made this up. And on the other cylinder, I've had to put the valve guides in, they weren't straight. So I put those in, but here's one, I've made this one up. So that's all in place now, that's glued in, that's soldered in. I tinned it and then put white metal solder on it. So that's secure. The stuffing glands in. So I've just That's just held on there. It's not glued on yet or soldered on. But it's getting there. Yeah, definitely getting there. Anyway, one step at a time.